Welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. It's Thursday and time for a project. So I hope you've had a good week. And I must admit, I worked quite a bit yesterday. Actually, didn't work at school, and I made the mistake of not making a video. So it is early Thursday morning before I head to school, but I didn't want you to miss a project. So let me share my pieces. I have one that's 2 by 4.5. Sorry for this camera switch. I plugged the camera in and it automatically switched. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4. This one's 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Our normal 2 layers for this one. This one is a little different, 2 by 4.5. All right, now our cling stamps are going away, but I wanted to show you how to put them together just in case you don't know. And I made the mistake of taking the backing off of this already. But when they come, they have a paper backing on them. So you just take that backing. I'll use one of these to show you. And it just peels off. Okay, so I've already peeled that off. And then I'm going to grab the sticker. They are stopping making these for a couple reasons. The main one is that over the last couple years, they've had more and more trouble getting the raw materials for the red rubber. That's what we call these, our cling or red rubber stamps. And they feel like the quality of product that they're getting just keeps going down. And so they're making the shift to all photopolymer. So you're going to take your stamp, you're going to lay it upside down on your work surface. Then you're going to line the sticker up right over the top. And now your stamp is ready to go. Our cling clings, so it sticks here. When you're done, just pull it off, put it back in your case. I always leave my sheets like this in my case, and then I can peel them off and put them right back on there. So I've already used this one, and I think I'm going to use both of these in the project today. So I took, we're going to take this piece here. My voice was fine until I started this recording. I promise I feel just fine. It's probably just saying, why are we talking so early? Then I'm going to take the piece that's 2 by 5.5, 4.5, sorry, 2 by 4.5, and I'm going to place it right there. Now, I always tell people stamp, then glue. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, because if I mess up, I can at least redo the white if the white gets messed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp an image right on this designer series paper. And I've got 2 ideas going here. We're going to see which one we like the best. This is the largest stamp in this set. It is the Prairie Grass Stamp Set. Again, this is a cling stamp set, and when these are gone, they're gone because they're not going to have more cling product to make these. So if you like this image, and that's where I am on this one, I hadn't purchased it, and I've kind of fallen in love with it, so I had to get it. All right, here we go. I'm going to stamp it. So it's going to stamp on the white as well as the designer series paper. All right, isn't that cool? Now when I lay that there, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, I love that. All right, I wasn't sure I was going to like the big image. I'll show you the smaller one that I did, just kind of testing it out here before I started. All right, then I just want a simple little note on this. Just trying to encourage a lot of people lately. It seems like a lot of people are struggling with some different things, so I thought I would use just a note so I could use it for a lot of different things. And I'm just going to put it, paper got crooked here. I don't know how I stamped without my glass mat. When they first said they were coming out with it, I didn't quite get why everyone was so excited about it. but I have to admit, I'm really hooked on mine now. I did learn a tip today, so let me show you. The first one I stamped, I used one of the smaller images and I stamped like that. And I made the mistake of not trying it first on scratch paper. And my black wasn't so good down here at the bottom. So I just took my black watercolor pencil and just colored it in. And since this is like a shadow, I think I even like it better because it just gave a little bit of depth to the stamped image. I don't know if you can hear this. Sorry, I'm distracted. A great big truck just pulled into our neighborhood. I'm trying to figure out why, because there's no reason for a big truck. All right, so when I cut that piece, I had some strips. So I had this fun thought. I'm going to take that strip so I can continue the look on the inside of the card. So this strip is 1 inch by 4.5. I'm going to place it right there. Now I'm going to use the one that I just showed you how to put the clean stick together. And we're going to stamp it right here. Isn't that awesome? So see here, this got a little fuzzy. So I'm going to take this marker. And actually, I'll grab my Misty Moonlight and fix that. You know what? Nope, I was going to say I'd turn it over, but because this is cling and not photopolymer, I can't quite see what I'm doing. So, all right, let's put our card together. We are going to leave that one. So I guess maybe I could have glued it together this morning. All right. And I was working downstairs last night and looked like I took my bone folder. You're seeing the real Davita this morning, let me tell you. All right, this is my favorite one, so we'll do this one. Gonna grab some adhesive this morning, and looks like we're going with tear tape. You guys ever have days like this where you just got to keep adjusting? I had to laugh. I sat down and I have two Stampin' Trimmers. Yeah, I took them both downstairs last night. I was working on something for the grandkids and accidentally took both down there. So I was looking around thinking, what am I going to use to cut paper this morning? But I found a paper trimmer that would work. Not my favorite, but I was too lazy to walk downstairs. So I'm using tear tape because all my liquid glue's downstairs. So I hope I don't mess this up. All right, so we're going to line up that stamped image. There we go, just like that. Isn't it gorgeous? And so simple. I will tell you, if you want this Prairie Garden Stamp Set, you need to get it now because when it's gone because it's the cling. And they're going to try to fulfill the orders through the time it's supposed to be available. But when you can't get product, you can't get product. So it's one of these sets I've admired for a long time and just hadn't got it on an order. So glad I ordered it. All right. So have you thought about joining my team? I tell you, best deal ever, $35 for $125 worth of product. You get to pick the product, or $99 for $189 worth of stuff. Either deal is amazing. I have a team meeting on November 15th that you would get to come to. And it's our combination Christmas party. I do that because I know December is just crazy. So it's our Christmas party as well as a team meeting. You'd be able to join us. We have a Facebook page. You get to order stuff early. We're currently pre-ordering for an online exclusive that comes out in November. You save 20% on every order that you place. I wish I could have signed up for one of these amounts. When I joined, it was $300. All right. Aren't those gorgeous? Mm. Probably helps that I use those colors I like, the blues, purples. And now I've got all this space that I can write an encouraging note to the person I'm sending this to. We've been challenged, and I think I've told you this before, by our CEO to send cards. Don't just make them, send them. So I'm trying very hard to make some cards and then put them in the mail so that I'm uh, encouraged because I got to stamp and make the card, and they're encouraged because they receive it. All right. So I guess I forgot to tell you, it is the Thoughtful Journeys Designer Series paper that I'm using today. Misty Moonlight paper and the Prairie Grass. Well, here. This so you can see this one too. So there's that one and that one. So you need to tell me which one you like better. Do you like the bigger stamped image or the smaller? In the comments, please tell me which one you like. If you would like to order from me, I would greatly appreciate that. I am trying to earn an incentive trip. Everything you can order would definitely help me out. I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks so much. Have an awesome Thursday, and I'll see you next week.